What's happening? Welcome, Amp Capo here, Black Adonis Games. You guys see I have two engine setups open here. Let me tell you what this is all about. Today we're going to be doing some merging. I had this actually a special request from multiple people, and I finally had somebody get real serious about it, and they hit me yesterday. But what we're going to be doing, I want to show you this. I have actually like one of these independent versions of this character. I don't have all of these four, so we're just going to be working with one. But if you have this kit here, it's $109, but I think the independent characters are all $39.99 regularly. So we're going to be working with this one here. But I just wanted to show you that this will work for any of these if you have them, all right? And then we're going to be merging that with ultimate hit component, which is here. Okay, so of course the first thing you want to do with both of them is create your projects. I already did that with both of them, so I'm not going to go through all that. And once you create your projects, open both of them. You can open both of them, that's fine. I've already done the migration. I'm cutting this video for like the second time, but what you want to do here is grab the folder from your zombie kit here, and we want to migrate this. You're gonna say okay, don't change anything, and then find where your ultimate hit component content folder is. Okay, and you want to go ahead and select that folder, and mine's gonna say overwrite it. Yours will just go ahead and do it. I'm gonna say no to all because I've already done that. Okay, so yours should go ahead and move everything over. With that being said, we can go ahead and increase the size of this. I'm going to actually go ahead and exit out of the zombie. You can go ahead and exit out of that kit, and everything should be in here now. Okay, now I've already corrected all my controller configurations and everything. If you need help with that, just let me know. I'll see what I can do about it. But if you're using a keyboard and mouse setup, then you'll be okay. Also, I did move my character start position, so when we press play, you're gonna see I'm already in the room with the weapons. I just moved my character in here for the purpose of the tutorial. So basically you'll see everything works. I'm using the actual controller here, so we can go get our weapon, and I just want to demonstrate that everything is working here correct. We can go into the arena, equip our weapon. You'll see zombies come out, and we can start shooting them, and the parts come off and all that good stuff. Okay, so if you got the kit, I'm sure you've already played with this plenty of times. You already know what it does. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna go ahead and implement these characters in. So first thing that we want to do is we want to go ahead and go into the zombies here, and then you're gonna see meshes. So in this folder here for the zombies, you want to go into the meshes, you want to go into the one for the zombie, and then you want to go into the dismembered limbs. Okay, the reason you want to do this is because we want to convert all of these meshes, and we're not going to use all of them, but we might as well do it just in case you come up with something in the future that you want to do with all of them. We really only need to use the heads, one of the heads, if you're just using one, but there's a way you can switch heads and stuff, and I'll do all that stuff in another video. But I'm just saying for now to take all of them, and what we're gonna do is drag them in, and you'll see that it'll create a whole entire character. Okay, and what we want to do is we want to take and we want to make each individual one of these into its own mesh. If we take all of them, it's going to make them into one mesh, so you're going to have to do this one at a time. And then you just want to say convert to a static mesh. Okay, and then what I did is you see there's the folder here for the that it creates a folder for meshes automatically. When you do this, it'll create a folder for meshes, so you can go ahead and just name it what it is, and I'm just going to put zombie head static, so that way, you know what I'm saying, you can keep track of what's static and what's not. Okay, so there, that one's that, so you're just going to continue to do this with all of them, and then right click and then convert to static mesh. Again, we're in the same folder, remember what part you're clicked on. It says, I think I put both heads in, so that's why it's going to do both of them. So we'll just put this one as zombie and no space head, and we'll just put static, and then we'll put 2. Okay, and so that'll be the second zombie head. And then we'll just keep on going down the list, guys. So we got the left arm here, and I copied both left arms and right arms. You literally don't need them both. So let me go ahead and I'm gonna highlight all the ones that say 2, and I'm just gonna delete all the ones that say 2, because we only need one set. They look exactly the same as far as what I could see. They don't look like there's really much difference in them. So I'm just gonna use one set here. So now we should be on left arm. We'll go ahead and do the same thing. And this is going to be tedious, guys. So just go through that. I may fast forward and just come back when this is all done. I just wanted to give you guys the basic idea. Left arm. All right, guys. So I have all of mine made here. We're back. I have fast forward. I'm trying to keep the video short as possible. So we have these all as meshes. Okay, so now what we can literally do is we can go ahead and delete these out of the scene because we don't really need them in the scene. Okay, so let's go ahead and delete those. Okay, now the next thing that we're going to want to do is we're going to want to make the collision for these. I'm letting you know right now that if you don't do this, you're going to see your character's arms falling through the floor and everything once you put them in. So you just basically, I'm going to go back and show you guys what I did again. You just double click on the static mesh, and then you want to go here to collisions and click on simple collision. You'll see there's nothing there. If you click complex collision, it's there. Now you could use the complex as simple, but that actually uses up more memory. So you don't really want to do that. What you want to do is go ahead and we can create. So if we go over here to collision, you could go ahead and create, and we'll just do the add 26 DOP simplify collision. This is the highest of the simplified collisions that it offers before you have to go and actually you can apply your own and make it a little bit more detailed, and it'll still be better than using the complex collision. But this is good enough for what we're doing. So you just click on this and you'll see that it'll make a collision for you. So now this will be the collision for that arm. Okay, and like I said, you could go over here and you could like make it way more, like by increasing the hull verts and the hull count and the hull precision. You can actually make this wrap around this arm a lot tighter than this is, but this works for what we're doing. This will be fine. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and do that, and we're going to do that. Like I said, all this work is pretty tedious. You're going to be doing the same thing multiple times, so just go straight to the collision, make it, save, get out, go to the next one. And I haven't tried doing this in bulk. I don't think you can add simplified collision in bulk, and I'm not going to try it in a video. Maybe I'll try it another time, and then I'll see if that's actually possible. But right now we're just going to do them one at a time. It's not going to take that long to do it. While I'm doing this, I want to also thank all the people who have subscribed since the last time that I put a video out. Man, I really do appreciate it, man. Let people know what's going on here. I'm definitely trying to give back and help people to be able to achieve at least some of the things that I achieve. I can't do a video on everything, unfortunately. It's just not going to happen. I have to keep my project moving and get it together so that I can go ahead and put it out. And I have a long way to go still, so I will be putting things up here and there. I'll take the time out to do it, and then I will always be trying to record while I'm just working, and maybe you guys can get some tips out of that as well. So we got all these that have collision now, so that's a good thing. The next thing that we want to do is we want to go to the character. So next thing that we're going to do is we want to get out of here, and we want to go to the zombies actual skeleton folder. This is where we want to be at because they separate it. Many projects will have the skeleton in the same folder as the meshes for everything else. You see here how it has zombie. Usually the skeleton will be here. In this project though, they actually separated the skeleton and put it here by itself, so that's pretty cool. So let's go ahead and go in here, and we're going to go ahead and open this skeleton up. And you will see it just has the head there and everything. And I just wanted you guys to see this, and it has body parts. It does have eyes and other features. So what we're going to end up doing with the skeleton is we're going to actually delete it. All right, so let's go and delete the skeleton. It's going to show you a whole mess of assets that are being referenced by this. So when you delete this, none of these things will work. So we don't want to actually force delete it. We want to go ahead and replace these references with the UE4 reaction system skeleton. So it'll be the only other UE4 skeleton in there. You want to go ahead and highlight that and click replace references. And then it's going to say this will replace any reference to the pending deleted assets with the UE4 mannequin skeleton, and then delete them, which is basically what I just told you it was going to do. It's going to break all these references when you delete it. But since we're replacing them, it's not going to break anything. So yes, we are sure. So we're going to go ahead and do that, guys. It's going to take a little minute. Wow, it did it a lot faster than I thought. There we go. So it went ahead and it did that. And so what this did, guys, is it took everything from that skeleton now should be on the reaction skeleton. And the way to verify this is you can actually go into your not these meshes, my bad. You can actually go in here and go to the meshes here and go to the zombie mesh. And when you click on it now, you should see when you highlight this skeleton that it is actually the reaction system demo content characters mannequin. So it's the skeleton from the kit. Now you'll also notice that morph targets are here. They did make some of these things separate, so the head is a little bit separate from the other parts. But this actually works, so you should be able to go here and you should still be able to, here's the eye. See, you can see that eye is moving in and out. So these things should still work. It literally takes everything from the other skeleton and moves it over. So everything should still work. All your morph targets. Here's your snarl. So all of these things still work. This is really cool if you're using the zombies in that way. Mine have a skin on them to where I'm going to still work on getting some of this stuff here to work. But just letting you guys see that all of this stuff still works, okay? So you can still go into your blueprint, adjust these things, make these things happen. I'll do those things maybe in another video. Okay, so now what we want to do is go ahead and go to your BPAI zombie character, and we are going to go ahead and switch this out for a zombie skin. You'll notice that the character changes. The face actually looks kind of cool, but the face actually has the wrong texture on it, so that's from the mannequin. So all you got to do to fix that is go here and just click on this reset to default, and that way you should see your skeleton, and there you go. So we can go in and take a look at this right quick. So let's go in and see what we got. Let's press play. All right, we're gonna go ahead, grab our weapon, only need one. Go ahead, we're gonna go in here and we should see our zombies come up here. There we go. And see they're working fine, except for one thing. You're gonna notice the arm comes off and it disappears, but the wrong arms and legs are popping off. So I'm gonna show you guys how to fix that right quick. So what we want to do to fix that situation is the next phase here is we want to go out here to the reaction system, and it's why we made all of those static meshes and put those collisions up. We're going to go back to blueprints here, and actually we want to go into the demo content, okay, and then go into blueprints and go to limbs, okay. Now this is kind of important, guys. If you're only going to use one character, then go ahead and go over the masters, but I don't recommend that. What I recommend you doing is taking all of these, not the master, but all of the extras, okay, and then just duplicating them, okay. So we could duplicate these actors. All of these actors should still be If you click on one, you'll see that their parent is still the main master character, and when you click on them and go to the viewport, it's the exact same character. Okay, so it's just a clone of a child actor of the parent. Okay, because all of these are a blueprint class, but all these are basically a child of this master actor. This master actor is the main one to control all of these. So what we want to do now is we want to take all of the copies. So we're going to do is skip each one, and we want to get make sure we get the ones that are starred here. And what I want to do is I'm going to put these in their own folder, and the reason why I say to do this is so that way if you ever import this again, it won't go over what you've already done. If you have something happen, you'll still have all of your work saved in extra folders instead of in the main reaction system folder in case it updates or you need to go over something. So let's go ahead and we're just gonna boom, get our new folder on here and just name that. We could just name this duplicate limbs. Okay, so now we can go back to where we were. Let's go back to our limbs folder here, and we're gonna go ahead and highlight those starred limbs, and then we're just gonna drag all of those into this duplicate limbs folder and say move here. Okay, so now when we're working, we want to make sure that we're always in this folder. So now in this folder here, we can go ahead and grab the head. You want to go ahead, and we can do this an easier way by splitting the screen. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and open this, and you just want to click on the mesh, and you'll see here that this is the mesh. What I would recommend doing, and it's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and close this here, and I recommend you just click on each one and just open it. Okay, so that way you have all of them here at the top, and then we can just go over and start with the first one here that says zombie head. And now you can go over to this side here where you have your main content folder and highlight your meshes, and you just want to grab one of the two heads and you can drag it into here. Going into the viewport, you will see that the head's there, and so that's the head. You just compile that, save, move to the next one. You're going to open the full blueprint, click on the mesh. This is the right arm, and the nice thing is that you can see the one that matches it. You can see the mesh that matches it very easily and just replace it. Okay, and if you're like me, I like to just go into viewport, make sure everything is where it's supposed to be at. Same thing, and save. Okay, so we can click on the next one here, and that's what you want to do all the way through here, and you want to open that one and then click on the mesh. This is the left leg, and so we click on the left leg here, drag it over. Okay, there it is in the viewport. Now we're gonna have to move the particles to match where these are. So if you see the particle there sprouted, you can just go and grab it like this and move it to where you need it to be for your body part. I'm probably gonna have to turn off, there we go, so we can just smoothly move it, but that way you can get this where you want it at there, and so it looks good when you're taking care of your effects. Okay, so the same thing will be with the arms and stuff. You're gonna have to go back and do that. I'm not gonna do that with every single one right now, but that's a quick show of how you do it. We're just gonna move on to the next one here. So the next one we have here is the right arm. So let's go here, drag right arm over, compile that, and like I said, the blood, you're gonna definitely have to work with it there. I'm just gonna do one right quick while I'm here. And so that's probably what you're gonna want to do, is just do them while you're in there. I missed a couple, but I can go back and do those later. Well, like I said, it's pretty easy to match everything up. You just go and kind of look and move it around. You can use different perspectives to get it just right. Basically what you want to do is make sure that that ball kind of gets buried into the character's mesh. That way you know that it is coming out of the mesh. Also, since it is an arm like this, we could literally turn this. So I turned it 90 degrees so that way it's coming out of the arm the way that you want it to come out. So this is all stuff you guys could take time to do. I'm gonna go over and do that stuff later after it's done. I've already got it in my project done, but I wanted to show you guys that right quick. But I want to get through this and not make this be like a, 1 hour video. So the next thing that we want to do is go to the next one here. So we've got that one. Okay, so what we want to do, guys, is you want to go into your character and then you want to go to your limb attachment component. What we want to do with this is you want to go here to where it shows the limb actors to spawn. This is where we want to put our actors in, our limb actors. So what we're going to do is I'm going to move this over so you guys can see it better. And you see we got the head and all that stuff. We're going to go back here to our duplicate limbs. Remember where we had those? And go ahead and right now I'm just going to go ahead and do a save all. You want to go ahead and just start dragging these over. So this is the head. I'm just going to drag this head over here because right now it's referring to the originals. Okay, so what we want to do is make it refer to our new limbs that we just made. Left arm, and we should have left leg and right leg. All right, so I think we got everything done. Let's go ahead and save that. We're gonna minimize this screen. I'm gonna go ahead and put this over. We're gonna go ahead and press play, guys, and I'm pretty sure we should have it. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna grab us a weapon, go in, draw the weapon. We should see our zombies come out. There we go. Let's get to shooting. Look at that, boom, there's your body parts. Everything's fine, guys. Looks great. So that's all you gotta do. Follow those instructions. But yeah, this is it, guys. This looks good. And all of the body parts are spawning and they're staying on top of the surface. Okay, so that's all you got to do, man. Thanks for checking out the video, man. Amp Capo Black Adonis Games. I want to thank the people who have subscribed since the last time I put a video up. I appreciate you, man. Let people know what's going on here. Spread the word.